welcome back to House of Ada, and in today's video I will be sharing with you how to make this pencil skirt with slits in front and a big bow here. If you want to learn how I made this, keep watching, and meanwhile if you're new here, please consider subscribing, click on the notification bell below so you can be notified on when I upload new videos. Let's dive straight into the video. To make this skirt, I folded my fabric into 4. This is for the back, these 2 pieces, and these 2 for the front, leaving 1 inch for zip allowance here. As you can see, the front is folded, is not open, but the back is open. Now I put my measurements. I mark 1/2 inch here as my seam sewing allowance, and to 9 inches I have my hip here, and between 9 inches and 13 it will be larger because your hip, the back is larger, and to 20, which is the skirt length, you can make it longer, and with my meter rule I extend the line. The waist is 36 is by 4 is 9, and I'm adding my 1/2 inch sewing allowance with my dart allowance, and to my hip is 42, which is 10.5 with 1/2 inch sewing allowance, and I do same here because they're all part of the hips. And to the full length I'm going to curve it in to make it well fitted around the laps, and that I connect the lines and I cut off. Cutting on the front side, I'm going to shape it in. I'll slant it a bit and I cut it off, reason being that your tummy is not straight in front. I'm just going to cut this only the front part, and the back I will leave it straight as it is. I'm going to take off the front part and I sew the back one first. So this is the back side of the back pattern. I make sure that they are well lined, and I'm going to sew here and put zip on the opposite part. After sewing, this is how it looks like. I'm just going to iron the seam to make sure that everything is well flattened out. I'm going to mark my darts here in order to shape in my waist, and it's 1 to 6, and I slant it from top bigger and downwards is smaller, and I'm going to do this on both sides. Sewing the darts, I'm going to put in my zip. If you want to see how I sew the zip, you can request that in the comment section, and I'll do that in a separate video for you. As you can see, the back is ready. The front part, I'm going to mark the center, and from the center I mark out the dart to the other side, which is 1 to 4. I mark this till the end and I cut it open. On the other side of my skirt, I'm just going to do just that. I'm going to sew the darts here like I did on the back side, and on this side I'm going to sew, leaving 7 inches open at the down part here. For sewing, I have to hem the slit here so that it is well sewn, and I'm going to fold it like this, iron it and sew, so in that way it's going to come out very neat. and I iron my seam. The next thing now is to join the front and the back panels together, and I'm going to sew it 1/2 inch. Next thing is to add your band, and to do my band I'm going to measure my waist round. If you do it like this, you are going to get the wrong measurement, so the best way is to open up the zip and you measure it round, and in that way you are going to get the right measurement. As I measured that my waist is 35, I'm going to add another 2 inches extra to cover the hook, and I put on iron stay on the fabric to make it stiff and well relaxed on my waist as a band, and is by 6 inches. I want it 2 inches bigger, and I fold that down 1 inch on the both sides, and I iron. Then I fold it and then sew it 1/2 inch on 2 ends. It's now time to add the band, and I'm going to start from one end, pinning it all round till it comes over to the other side. With the pin securing it is very easy to sew, and I'm going to do that and sew, and then I hem the ends. So to add the big bow here, I'm using a fabric 19 inches by 6 inches. I fold that into 2. I sew it all around, leaving 3 inches here. Then after turning it out is for me to iron, and I close the stitches and I make the bow like this. With my hand needle, I'm going to close this, and from here I'm going to sew it onto the skirt with my needle, doing a very neat hand stitching. And after that I add the skirt hook, and it's all done. This is the fitting, guys. So if you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it, as it is a great inspiration and motivation to help me make videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I see you in my next video. Bye.